picked up a truck driver yesterday here in the Fort Lauderdale metro area from one of the truck stops where they park their trucks, and actually took him home. And so I always talk to all of my riders normally. And so I'm asking him about how is the trucking business? How is it looking? What's going on? And he said it's getting scary, that he was already having trouble booking rides that he normally would do to loads to take from the Miami, Fort Lauderdale area to other parts of the country. Two large ports here. The Port of Miami is super large. Port Everglades, which is Fort Lauderdale, is smaller on the cargo, but still it's a large port when it comes to cargo. And he's saying that he's having trouble picking up loads out of the ports to take to other parts of the country from here. And I said, well, what's going on? And he says, well, it's got to be the tariffs, and that they are importing, receiving fewer containers, fewer goods in the ports, and it is trickling down to the truckers, which means there's less business for the truckers. And so for all of my truckers out there, I'm interested to hear what you're seeing. I'm interested to hear what you're experiencing right now. And, I won't ask who you voted for, but I can guess, you vote however you want to vote. But I'm sure this is not something that you voted for. You did not expect a trade war that would impact your trucking business and you to be able to have business to be able to feed yourself and your family. But it is impacting you. This is going to impact the amount of goods that we're going to see in stores. It's going to impact stores' abilities to sell, which is going to impact the number of people they're going to need to keep as employees in those stores or the hours that you have. Expect further cuts as this continues to start trickling down through all of the economy in the United States, and it's going to slow things down. Expect for those things we do see in the stores, so those prices to go up. So expect inflation to go up, expect job losses to increase, expect fewer hours if you don't lose your job, and those in the trucking business are becoming concerned that they aren't going to have adequate business that they need to do to pay their bills, to pay their truck fees, their loans, whatever they've got. Those trucks aren't cheap to run and or to buy or to purchase, and it's trickling through everywhere. So just another little anecdote. And and if you read, I read another article today in the LA Times. Truckers are desperate in Los Angeles because the same thing, the Port of Los Angeles is slowing down and business is hard to find. So thank you, Donald Trump, for crashing the economy. And it's coming. This crash is coming. You can say, I'm just scaremongering or whatever. Watch what happens. Watch how it slows down. Donald Trump brought us into a recession before. Donald Trump is bringing us to a recession now. And he goes, oh, it'll be okay. We'll be great later. Donald Trump, you don't suffer like the rest of us. You don't live week to week or month to month, paycheck to paycheck, where people need to make a certain income to pay their bills. You just file bankruptcy and don't pay others. There you have it. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burned out light bulbs. What do you all think? And if you're a trucker, love to hear your experience and what you see and what you think is going to happen right now.